Yeah.
The 14th of August, Rabbi Furst,
Yeah.
Pierke Avos.
Right. Okay. Thank you. As Lou mentioned, this is Rabbi Shlomo First here, Yeshiva Tzalman Yerushalayim, care of Zoom. This is our first share this morning, and we will be continuing on with the Maralmi Prague, learning about the reasons and causes of why we were sent to Egypt to be enslaved for 210 years. Right. So if you notice on the document, it should be the third paragraph up from the bottom of page 2. The third paragraph from the bottom of page 2, starting with the words Hari Shlosha Devarim Elu. You see that should be on your screen blocked off as well. If you want, you can refer to that, or look at my own copy. Take a look, and we'll continue. Any volunteers to read?
I do.
Okay.
All right. So we got
Very good.
Hare Shlosha Devarim Elu Kulam Haim Magiim Al Ha Emunah. So we see there are three things that all of them are I don't know.
Megi'im is that means I think they're Megi'im, they're relevant to Emunah.
All of them are relevant to Emunah, to faith. Lidas Rebbe Abahu Shasa an Gare B'Talmidei Chachamim V'zo Yoreh al Emunah Bilti Shlema She'ein Hashem Yisbarach Matzil O Havav. In the opinion of Rebbe Abahu, that he made Angaria, is that also relevant?
No, Angari means an army. This was the opinion of Rabbi Abahu, that Avraham Avinu was found lacking in his Emunah Hashem because he made an army from the Talmidei Chachamim.
Oh, right. So his opinion, opinion of Rabbi Abahu, is that when Abraham made an army of the Talmidei Chachamim, and they went down, that this was a decrease of his Emunah.
A lack, deficit, a deficit or a lack.
A lack. This was a lack of his Emunah. What's Bilti?
That Bilti Shlema, that well, it's like a Yura. This Yura is means it indicates. This indicates El Emunah Bilti Shlema, that it was a faith Bilti Shlema which was lacking in perfection.
Okay, so this action of forming the army of the Talmidei Chachamim indicated that there was a lacking of complete Emunah. That Hashem would not Matzil O Havav, would not rescue his beloved ones.
Right. It was a lack in perfect faith. Why that? What the lack was that Hashem would not save his beloved ones. Avraham Avinu should have had faith in the Kadosh Baruch Hu that he would save him because he was beloved to Hashem, and therefore he didn't have to use a maximum of his stadlis to to use the Talmidei Chachamim to go out to war. He could have used those who were more naturally trained for war and taken them for the army, not the Talmidei Chachamim.
Right. V'radas Shmuel haya hachet gamkein be'emunah, and the opinion of Shmuel was that it was also a sin. Excuse me. Excuse me. It was also a sin in his emunah. Rak she'ein kol kach gadol lomar shelo.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay. Yep, the mincha message.
It's the same.
Okay. You saw a dove?
Hmm?
You saw a dove salts?
Oh, you can?
Yeah, he's looking
Where?
around. He's like maybe in the kitchen. I don't know. He's around. Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry, say that again, please. Someone just came to my door.
No problem. Rak she'ein kol kach gadol lomar shelo yitzil ohavav. Only that it was not so great to say that he would not rescue his beloved.
Right, and there's the second opinion, which was the opinion of Shmuel, right? It was also a some chet that had to do with faith, but nevertheless wasn't so great a chet that it was that he lacked in the faith of Hashem would not save his beloved ones.
Okay. Rak hachet be'amuna binatinas haaretz umatna gedola kizos ki misupak ba. Only the sin in faith. What is this word? Benit yanat.
Right, that it was a sin that had to do with faith. That it was in the faith benesinas haaretz umetana gedola kazos haimasupikwa. It was in the faith that Kadosh Baruch Hu was giving the Eretz Israel to his offspring, and that's such a great gift. Avraham was masupik in. He had a lack of faith in the fact that he didn't trust fully Hashem, that he wanted to give Eretz Israel to his offspring.
Misupak is a lack.
Excuse me?
The word misupak, does that mean a lack?
No, masupik is from Suffolk, a doubt.
A doubt. A doubt.
Avraham Avinu was in doubt as to what merit he or his offspring had to receive Eretz Israel as a gift. So he was doubtful in the merits that he or his offspring had that they should receive Eretz Israel as a gift.
So
and apparently, it had perfect. If Hashem wants to give it to you, don't doubt why you should be getting it. If a king is giving you a gift, just take it. Like I say, take the money and run.
But don't we see the same thing with Yaakov Avinu when he's returning to Eretz Israel and he says, Ketanti, I've become small because of all the kindnesses you've done to me. He's afraid that Esau's going to kill him? We don't say that's
Right.
faith, do we?
That, yeah, he was doubting himself, and he was afraid that, even though Hashem promised him, he was afraid he was not on the same level as he was when Hashem made the original promise.
So is that all
But,
lack of faith? Do we consider that to be a lack of faith?
I haven't seen any discussion about that. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
There may be discussion about that, but I haven't seen it.
All right. But in this case, even though he's really doubting himself, not Hashem, we still consider it to be a lack of faith in Hashem.
So for the question that he put, Bama Ada, and what's the guarantee? He was asking. Hashem was, so to speak, giving him a gift, and he was asking, "What's the guarantee I'm going to get it?" And he apparently should have had full faith that Hashem was going to give it to him, simply from the fact that he promised that he was going to give it, without having to ask for a guarantee.
Right, but we just have had revealed to us that underlying that request for the guarantee was that Abraham had a doubt about his own worthiness, not about Hashem's ability, chas v'shalom, but that he wouldn't measure up. So I'm saying we're considering that to be a lack of faith in Hashem, even though really it seems it's a lack of faith in himself.
Yeah, but there's sort of in a certain way also saying that, maybe you're making a mistake by choosing me. Maybe I'm not really worthy, and maybe you're making a mistake to give this to me. No, Hashem's decided to give it to you. You'd be very secure in the fact that Hashem's making the correct decision. And if you have any self-doubts, well, you better make sure you live up to the occasion. But don't doubt Hashem's decision.
Right. Okay. I guess one difference between
if it's a doubt, if it's a self-doubt, so it's proper and maybe even good to have a self-doubt, but shouldn't doubt the decision, at the essence of the decision, though.
right. I was going to say one difference between Abraham and Yaakov is that Abraham actually took action by inducting the Talmidei Chachamim, whereas Yaakov didn't take any action except to daven. He didn't run away or do something as a result of his doubt. He just davened and said, "I'm afraid." So,
Well, I mean, he did do certain. He sent the gifts. He sent the bribery. He split the camps. So he was taking some action.
was that a lack of faith, those actions?
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
I mean, Esau was coming had an army to fight against him. Someone's coming with an army against you. You should take some precautions.
So
Whatever you need to do to defend yourself. When defending oneself is not necessarily a lack of faith. It's really what your intention is when you're doing those things. You have faith in Hashem. Ultimately, He's going to save you, and you have to do certain things to protect yourself, so you shouldn't have to rely on miracles. Or do you feel what you're doing is the one and only way to be saved? It doesn't have to be the one and only way to be saved. In many ways, Hashem could save you, but you're only obligated to do the expected gestadlis, the expected necessary precautions under the circumstance.
V'das Rabbi Yochanan gam kain hachet be'emunah ella she'ein lomar shehi'u chas v'shalom Abraham chet be'emuna shelo haya ma'amin. And the opinion of Rabbi Yochanan also is that there was a sin in Amuna, but that's not to say. What is this abbreviation? Sheyu, with the quote.
That right. That it should. She'ein lomer. Don't say that it would be has v'sholem. Don't say has v'sholem that it would be for Abraham a chet in a munah that he didn't believe. Well, Abraham Avinu definitely believed. That's for sure.
Aval hachet shelo haya mit chazak v'zariz be'emunah Hashem Yisbarach lahavi b'rios tachas kanfei hashechina shehi aminu bo. But the sin was that he did not mischazek. He did not have the strength.
He was not. He was not strong. Yizares and careful in his faith.
He wasn't strong and careful in his faith. That Hashem would bring brios, his health.
They be a people. Brios are people.
He would bring people instead of. I'm sorry, under the wings of the Shekhinah that they believed in him. He was lacking in the strong and careful belief that Hashem would bring the people under the wings of his Shekhinah, since they believed in him. I don't get that. How can we say he believed and yet he thought that?
No, see, he himself, according to this last opinion of Rabbi Yochanan, Avinu was perfect in his faith. However, there was a lack of the necessary faith when dealing with other people to bring them under the Kanfei Shekhinah, that they should come to believe in Hashem.
Or that they should come to believe in Hashem.
Right, because when Avraham Avinu had the opportunity to take all the people from Sodom, like after the war had been won, and Avraham Avinu was victorious over 4 kings who had previously defeated 5 kings. So Melech Sodom was one of the captured kings. And so now, because of the rights of war, everything that belonged to the king of Sodom now belonged to Avram Avinu. And the king of Sodom was, so to speak, negotiating with Avram Avinu, that it was bargaining, so to speak, that Avram Avinu should take all the possessions, all the booty, just leave the people with the king of Sodom. Because a king without any subjects, without any kingdom, is not really a king. So Melech Sodom wanted the people. And Avram Avinu seemingly acquiesced to that request at the expense of having these people be converted and come under the Kanfei Shechina, the presence of the Kadosh Baruch Hu. So he lost out on being able to convert all those people. So there was some apparent lack of faith in HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that he wanted the people of Sodom to come under his wings. So for that he was punished.
I thought Abraham said, I don't want to take any of the possessions.
Right. But apparently he didn't want to take the people either.
Oh.
He was supposed to take the people. Apparently he was supposed to take the people.
I see. Okay. Okay, I got it. Reserve Chesron be'emuna bama she'eno mischazak be'emuna kamo shiroi aval me'amin he. And this is a lacking in Amuna with what that he was not strong in his Amuna, that it was proper as was proper, but he still believed.
Right, that Avram Avinu had some type of a deficit in his faith in Hashem, in the fact that he was not so strong in his Amunah as was expected of him, but he was believing in Hashem.
Right.
But apparently he wasn't as strong in the Amunah that he should have been according to Hashem's expectations.
Yesh lifrash das chachamim, and thus is the opinion of the sages. What is the word lifrash?
To explain, from like Perish.
Oh, and this is the explanation of the opinion of the sages. Va'ata lo yiksha lach ki kokach shakol ha'chet ze shel Avraham lahavi onesh gadol al zera Abraham. And now, lo yiksha, I don't know what yiksha is.
From word Kash, it shouldn't be so difficult for you. No, it shouldn't be so difficult. Shouldn't be such a question for you.
It shouldn't be so difficult for you. Why so much uh, uh, so much difficult sin? What is this word shekol?
כי כל כך שקול החטא זה של אברהם להביא העונש גדול, meaning, and now, ואתה לא יקשה לך, it should not be so difficult for you, כי כל כך שקול החטא הזה, since it was so, like, weighty, שקול is like weight, so weighty, this sin of Avraham Avinu.
That there was a great punishment that came upon his offspring. Ki bevadai mitzad atzmo roy sheyiyeh misparsam mitzius Hashem Yisbarach Ba'olam. Because certainly from the perspective of himself, it was proper that it should be mispar sam. I don't know what mispar sam is.
Right, that kivada mitzad atzmo roy sheyeh misparsam mitzias Hashem Yisbarach Ba'olam, meaning because definitely Vadai, ki since Vadai definitely mitzad atzmo from his own perspective, from the perspective of Avraham Avinu, roy sheyeh mifarnes ad mitzias Hashem Yisbarach Ba'olam. He Avraham Avinu should have been publicizing, misfarnes, to publicize the existence of Hashem in the world. That was Avraham Avinu's whole essence. The whole essence of Avraham Avinu was to publicize the existence of Hashem in the world.
Ma ki nachshav haolam im lo noda une safrisam mitzi oso yis barach baolam. Because what was what's nachshav?
It would be considered.
What was considered the world was not known and publicized that there was the existence of the Blessed One in the world.
So it's like this. Ki ma haya nichshav ha'olam im lo noida in his farnes mitzias shalom zon, because the sin was in the aspect of there was a lack of publicizing the existence of Hashem in the world, because what is the significance of the world? What is the significance of the world if it's not going to be known and publicize the existence of Hashem in the world? I mean, without the knowledge and acceptance of the fact that Hashem is the creator, and that we believe in him, and we devote ourselves to serving him, Without that, there's no significance to the world. The physical world has no significance if this is not going to be fulfilled and accomplished.
And that's why it's so important that this mistake be corrected.
That's right. That's right.
Rak shetzarich chet ma lehotzi davar el hafal. Only that it's needed that this sin that came out from the matter to the falling. I don't know.
Rak shetzarich chet ma lehotzi davar. Meaning the hate was necessary. This slight lack and this slight hate on the part of Avramina was necessary, double elapol, to bring something from potential to a reality. Something from that existed in potential had to be brought into reality.
Pa'al is reality.
Oil is reality, right?
The sof ki she ye vod v'tzara. And in the end, finally, it is a service, a difficult service,